This is the most important piece of content I will ever make. In all of my goofy Genshin tier list shenanigans, apparently I've never made a plain and simple ranking the cast by hotness list. So today I'm going to be doing just that. We're gonna go through the characters and assign them a letter ranking based on how spicy I think they are.
Well, here we go.
We begin with Amber. Amber's cute. I do see the appeal, even if she's not personally my favorite. I'm gonna say she's a B. Now this man's is the blueprint. This man's hotness has longevity to it, all right? I've never described something that way before, but here we are. It whispers to me in the night. I can't let it go. I just think he's got a great fit. He's got that swagger in his personality. I might rearrange later, but for now, I'm gonna give Kaya an A+. Miss Lisa. Hard to rank these characters when we've just known them for so long, you know? You cannot deny that she's a bit of a stunner. I'm gonna say Lisa's an A. I feel like Beidou's a little bit up to personal preference of how you feel about her personality, right? Purely out of respect, I have to give her an S, right? And on the other side of the spectrum, we have Ningguang. She is a gorgeous lady. The elegance, the poise. There's a little je ne sais quoi that I think she is missing compared to Beidou. I'm gonna give Ningguang an A. I don't know. I don't think Sucrose is hot. She's like mildly cute, I suppose. Gotta go with my heart. Honestly, D. Miss Jean. Sassy mom vibes. I've not thought much about Jean lately, but she's not serving as hard as I guess I would want her to. I think I'm also gonna give her a B.
Big Daddy's home.
D-Luke, D-Luke, D-Luke. You and your Home Alone jacket. As much as I slander him, if this man walked into a bar, I might whip my head around. Might trip over my shoelaces. That being said, I'm gonna give him an A-. I don't like him as much as Kaya. Ooh, Mona.
We got a certified baddie right here.
Hotter than Amber. How about compared to Lisa, though? I'm gonna say A-. I don't know, pigtails just don't really do it for me. They're kind of more cutesy in my opinion.
Speaking of pigtails.
Again, she's more cute. I never thought about this before. B-. I refuse to rate a man wearing white tights and puffy shorts highly on this list. Throw him next to Sucrose. He's a D, baby. This gentleman has moral ambiguity on his side. I think over time I've grown less interested in him, but I do have to admit that he caught my attention quite early on. You know what feels right? A. Just an A.
And on the other hand, hello.
Zhongli is a classic. He's an icon, a deep-voiced king, slightly grandpa-ish, but it can be overlooked. He's just a beautiful man. You cannot deny that he caught your attention. Whether or not you like his personality, look at him.
He was crafted by the gods. He is a god.
S tier, Zhongli. Albedo, I know people are gonna be like, you should talk about their art, not their in-game model. I know. You know what, just for you, here's a picture of his artwork. He's got that soft-spoken guy thing. Also, he's an artiste. First impressions may be deceiving. Albedo will get you. He'll sneak up and grab you by the shorts. I don't know what that means. Sounds mildly threatening. I'm gonna be bold and say A-.
Well, here we are.
Remove the bias glasses. A lot of people like Ganyu. There's gotta be a reason. I think it's probably her outfit if I had to take a wild stab in the dark. Or if people like the shy girl, hardworking personality. The open back outfit is kind of a serve. Fine, B+. I cannot look at this man without thinking of Chase Atlantic. It's the little things that make this guy hot. The tattoo, the clothing. Oh, the mask. The mask is also good. A bit of emo-ness running through their blood veins. He's held back by a couple things, so I'm gonna give him an A, but much respect. Wu Tao. I'm not gonna say I actively dislike her like I do with Sucrose and Venti. I'm gonna say a C. I just don't feel anything for her.
And on the other hand,
we love a good juxtaposition of a sinful nun. I love her toad. I love her, you know, underrated detail, but these spiky tips on her fingers, kind of spicy. She just exudes this like dark mysteriousness. She's an S for me. I will not be swayed. Plus points for being a dancer, minus points for threatening people in an unhot manner. I'm gonna give Eula an A minus. Another underdog. At first glance, you wouldn't think it, but once you talk to him and you hear his voice and his smoothness, he is hotter than Albedo to me. The first time you meet him, he is so suave and he's like, maybe we should go somewhere a little bit more private. I'm like, ugh! That was me dying on the inside in a good way. Kazuha gets an A. Oh, Ayaka. She's all cutie patootie to me. Okay, let's think about the dancing. Plus points for dancing, like Eula, okay? She was gonna be a C minus, but because of the dancing, I give her a C. She's a little bit more disheveled than some of the other people we've seen so far. I'm gonna say B minus. Do we even count? Do you even go here? I don't know, C minus. Do you find Karen's hot, yes or no? Her outfit does have some hot elements to it. Also that. You know what, I'm gonna say it, B plus. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Okay, this woman made me gasp the first time I saw her in the cutscene where she's like descending the invisible staircase and it's like a pan up shot. Raiden Shogun's cold, expressionless demeanor, I like it. I think Raiden Shogun personally is hotter than A. S tier, simple as that. Another cutie. She's got the war general thing going on. Also that one shot where she's like floating down and kind of spinning. I still think about it. C plus. Why do my eyes immediately go to those dang knee-high Converse? But we do love a man who cooks and cleans and takes care of responsibilities. A. Goro is not terrible. He's got some assertiveness in him, even though sometimes he can be seen as like shy or a bit timid. I almost just said he knows when to whip it out, but I don't think that's a good thing to say in this context. He knows when to lock it down and get serious. I'm gonna give Goro a B minus. How does one rank Arataki numero uno Ito on the hotness scale? What am I supposed to do with this? With all that? There's a big hunk of man right there. He's fun. He's goofy. He can make you laugh. Funny guys get a lot of bonus points on the hotness scale. I will tell you that right now. I like his tattoos. He's got some bold fingernails going on. I don't know if I'd personally want to date him, but I'm gonna say B plus. Yoonjin, she's very conservative and just cute. I'm gonna say C. She's neutral. Plus points for being a dancer. Shenha, she's really pretty. Her outfit makes me nervous. Again, with the sort of cool, cold demeanor. This is what Ganyu wants to be. I almost want to give her an S, but I'm gonna give her an A plus. All right, Miss Yai Miko. I love her. I like her sly personality. I think she's beautiful, but there's also a touch of hotness in her outfit. I can't give her any lower than an S tier. She's one of my top favorite baddies. Gone back and forth on this man. Don't pull out your boba while we're talking about how hot you are. You're not helping. He may or may not have a secret side hustle that involves crime, but we don't know for sure, do we? A minus for the mystery. I think Yelan was one of the most controversial queens when she first came out. We're all like, what is up with her hair? But then you get to know her and you're like, okay, you know what? You can have that funky haircut. It suits you nicely because you're a funky lady. I personally think she's super hot. I love her attitude. I do really like her outfit. She reminds me of Lucy from Cyberpunk, and we all know she's a top tier baddie. Yelan's another S for me. I know people have mentioned that Shinobu kind of looks like an NPC, but I like her design. I think the mask always adds hotness points. I'm going B plus on Shinobu. Need I say more about Heizo? I think he has a nice personality. He also has the flirty guy personality. Also, the little dots under his eyes are super cute. I like the burgundy hair. I like Heizo. Okay, I don't know if this is popular opinion, but I think he's kind of hot. Maybe it's all the headcanoning I've done about him, but A plus. I have to be true to myself, okay? Tignari. I've always liked male characters with this particular haircut. Haku from Spirited Away. Armin. Mellow. Is it hot though? What'd I give Goro? I think I gave Goro a B minus. I'm gonna give Tignati a B. Ooh, Candace is lovely. I love a protective queen. She gets an A to me. I really like her design. I like his hat. Cool, okay. I don't know, I'm struggling to see Sino as hot. I see he definitely has the attitude and the like eye covered by hair and the mystery. He's kind of blinged out. I see why people would think he's hot. I'm gonna say A minus. Plus points for dancing. B for Nilu. Resident sleepy queen Layla. Not getting a lot of hot vibes from her either. C plus. Baruzan. She's also a sassy queen. I love her hair. She's cute. I'm gonna give her a C+ as well. This man is pretty carried by his voice and his personality. I feel so weird saying he's hot when you look at his big discus hat. His voice though, he says some sussy things. He's been on the dark side. He's been on the light side. What's it gonna be tomorrow? Who knows? Would I give Kazuha an A? I'm gonna give Wanderer an A+. I think he's slightly hotter than Kazuha. I hate to admit it, but Alhaitham, despite the fact that his personality irks me, is a hot, spicy looking man. While I think it grates on me a little bit over time, I am a bit weak to the like intelligent, cold, calm, and collected man personality. He did catch my attention very immediately when I first saw pictures of him. He's gotta be an S tier. You're on thin ice, Alhaitham. Dia is an eye catcher. She is very pretty. I like her fit. I like her eyes. You know, I haven't mentioned that a lot, but she has really striking eyes. I'm gonna say A for her as well. Relatively new party member to join in on the tier lists. Kaveh. He's a very pretty guy. He's a bit extra in the personality department. I don't want to let recency bias get in the way. I think Kaveh's personality holds him back slightly for me. I'm gonna give him a B+. And we have Baiju. Do you or do you not like belly buttons? He's not my type personally. I don't... Okay, sorry, as I'm stammering over my words. In his character teaser, he had his hair down and he was kind of giving. I will give him that. While he's not my type personally, I can admit he exudes a little something something for those who are into this sort of thing. I'm gonna give him a B. And because I know people will be upset if I do not mention him, let's talk about Dainsliff. Again, with the mystery man flair, I'm gonna give Dainsliff an A-. I need to know more. I need to know more first. All right, well, I guess that's that for the long-awaited Genshin hotness tier list. I guess it's probably a good thing that I waited this long because now more characters are out. Let me know in the comments who your S tier hotties are in Genshin Impact. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!